rush is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Looking for Cade Otton that time. And now it's second down. You look at this Arizona defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently fourth toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit. And now they're out executing.
Mayfield to throw it. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks. Setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Here's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Herbert now. Open man here is Benson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans headed back onto the field. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. In motion right, Evans. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And that is incomplete.
That looks looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On 1st down, it's Benson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cardinals hit 7-3 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Buck 16-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. George Pickens, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Credit Bryce Hall. He got in there to knock that pass away.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Go.
Now it's Herbert. Finds Pickens outright. So nothing doing there, and it's second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Herbert. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Kalijah Kancey has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Blake Gillikin in punt formation for the Cardinals.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And the Buccaneers first down.
To throw, Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. Herbert. And a completion to Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They run over center with Benson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
They'll start on the ground with Irving.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Throwing, Mayfield. That is caught. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mayfield. That is incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Benson.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Trey Benson.
82 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw and complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson headed back onto the field.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
Catch is made by Herring. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
A final shot before the break for Herbert.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cardinals offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Herbert now. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Yaya Diaby able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. There's Evans again, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2nd and a couple. Baker going to give it to Irving. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Evans comes in motion right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
White running to the left. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now a give, Irving running right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield on play action. A quick throw there is incomplete. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mayfield off the play fake. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. On the crossing route, complete. That's Evans. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They go play action. Mayfield. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Isaiah Simmons. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Herbert. Wilson's got it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Going right back to Wilson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A give left side for Benson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Here's Herbert. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mayfield. That is caught.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Baker. Open man, it's Palmer. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
He completes it to Evans. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now Mayfield.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Mayfield.
Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Mayfield to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.